Namaste, friends. I'm Heather Wiest with Love Serve Inspire. And today I'll be guiding you through an express yoga flow, 30 minutes or less. If you like to move to music, you can access my Express Yoga Flow playlist on Spotify at Love Serve Inspire. For today's practice, we'll be using one yoga block or a thick book will work. I'm here to guide you, but you are always your best teacher. So please, listen to your body, stay safe, and have fun. Let's get started. We're going to begin today's practice sitting on our yoga block. So finding a comfortable seat. If it's not for you on the block, then feel free to just find any other comfortable seat. The hands are going to ground down onto the thighs, and you're going to gently close the eyes. We'll take a nice deep inhale in, and let it go through the mouth. Another deep inhale, and just settling into your space and your practice on the exhale. Now allowing yourself to breathe in and out through the nose, finding our equal part breath, our Samavriti breath. So whatever your inhale count is, allowing your exhale to match. Smooth and steady, full, complete breaths. With the option of adding a pause at the top and the bottom, kumbhaka. A 1 to 2 count pause after the inhale and the exhale. Our full attention on our breath. Working with the attribute today of goodness, a life full of virtue. Our collective intentions being, I am supernaturally empowered to do what is right. With discernment, I take the right action at the right time. I am supernaturally empowered to do what is right. With discernment, I take the right action at the right time. Inviting in any other collective intentions or personal intentions you would like to bring in. Positive affirmation, prayer, or deep heart longing. Allowing your life to be filled with goodness. One more full breath. Drawing our hands into Heart Center Anjali Mudra and just sealing in your intentions. Softly releasing the palm, opening the eyes, we'll transition into tabletop position on hands and knees, releasing off of the block, bringing the block off to the side of the mat. Spreading the fingers wide, shoulders over the wrist, hips over the knees. We'll come into our cow and cat. So inhale, bringing the head and the heart forward. As you exhale, round into the spine and really draw the chin in towards the chest. Let it feel good here as you continue with this movement. Opening up through the spine, creating space and length. Adding in any hip circles or tail wags, anything you'd like to bring in to make this feel good. 2 more full breaths. And then we'll find neutral tabletop. You're going to take your right toes and extend them straight back on the mat, a nice flex into the foot. And as you do so, the frontal hip points lift, so you feel a nice stretch into the front of that right leg, and you feel the lower belly turn on. Relax the head and neck, gazes straight down towards the mat, feeling the stretch into the right leg. And then we'll take that right foot, just lift it up, cross it over, and we're going to gaze over the left shoulder as you push more into that right hand. Feel the stretch along the right side of the body. We'll inhale back to center, grounding the right knee down. On your next inhale, the left toes will come back on the mat. Frontal hip points lift. So push against the hands, feel a nice stretch into your left leg. And then we'll lift up that left foot, cross it over the right, and we'll look over the right shoulder as you push more into the left palm. Feel a beautiful stretch into your left side body as you relax the head and neck. And then we'll return back to center. We're going to take shoulder, thread the needle. We're going to begin with the left arm out to the side. We're going to thread it through the right arm. The left ear can come down towards the mat or the block if you need to. And then that right arm can extend a little more forward. I'm going to give you the option today of taking that right leg straight out to the side, just for a little extra inner thigh stretch. Softening through that left shoulder as best you can, and the right shoulder as well. One more full breath. And then we're going to carefully bring that right hand under the shoulder. You'll inhale back up as the left hand meets, and then that right foot and knee will come back in if you had them extended. We'll take that to the other side. Right arm out to the side, thread it through the left, right ear and temple down to the mat. The left arm can extend more forward, and then the option of taking the left leg straight out by the hip, opening up a little bit more into the inner thigh. Full deep breaths, soften through the shoulders. And then we'll take that left hand, draw it back under the shoulder. Inhale as you push up, bring the right hand back and the left leg back in. Puppy dog pose, both arms forward, forehead down towards the mat. Feel a beautiful opening into your thoracic spine. Keep the arms engaged. One more full breath. And then we'll draw the hands back, inhale back up, preparing for downward facing dog. Tuck the toes under. As you exhale, the hips will come up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. We'll place a bend into that left knee and ground the right heel down. Continue to push the hands down and away. Tops of the thighs are pressing back and up as you hug the front ribs in. We'll switch the legs, so bend into the right knee, left heel will draw down. Nice stretch into that left leg. And then we'll ground both heels down. We're going to walk the hands to the feet. Hands to the feet. So walk them on back, coming into a ragdoll forward fold. Maybe letting the feet be a little bit wider than hip width distance. Clasp opposite elbows. Let the head hang. And then we're going to interlace the hands behind the back. You can rest them at the sacrum or lift the hands away from the spine as you draw the shoulders away from the ears, creating space. And now place a generous bend into the right knee and try to get the right shoulder to touch the thigh or knee. As you do so, maybe you take the gaze over towards the left for a little bit deeper twist and stretch. And then we'll go ahead and straighten a little bit through the right knee. Place a generous bend into the left knee, bringing that left shoulder to the thigh or knee area, and then gazing towards the right, getting a little bit deeper stretch here. And then we'll go ahead and come back to center, straighten the left knee a little bit. You'll release the hands to the mat, slight bend into the knees, hands to hips, on the next inhale with a flat back. Come up to standing. Nice job. Finding Tadasana at the top of the mat. We're going to be bringing standing half moon into our flow today. So inhaling the arms up, interlace the fingers at the top, index finger extends. We'll come on over to the right on the exhalation. So get a stretch into that left side body. We'll inhale to center and exhale over towards the left. We're going to inhale to center, come down through heart center, extend through the spine as you come into a forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale for the half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. We're going to take the right leg back. You're going to release the right knee to the mat, and you're going to inhale up for crescent B pose. Hugging into midline to find your balance. We're going to palms to touch, down through heart center. We're going to interlace the hands. We're going to fan them straight out, and then we'll inhale the arms up, and then we're going to twist to the left. So you have the right arm forward and the left arm back, and the gaze is to the left. So to find your balance here, imagine the inner thighs like scissors kind of hugging together. And now we're going to bring that right elbow on the outside of the left thigh. We're going to bring the palms to touch, push the palms together and find a beautiful twist. Now you may feel a little wobbly here. That's normal as we really work our balance in this pose. And then we'll inhale the arms back into a twisted crescent all the way up, and the hands down to the mat for a half split. So you're going to straighten the left leg to comfort. You can keep a bend into the knee and just fold over that leg for a couple of breaths. Feel free to keep the toes towards the nose, or you can angle them off to the left side to get the outer line stretch in that left leg. Taking the toes back up and grounding, we'll return to low lunge. Tuck the back toes under, finding low lunge. We're going to take a three-legged downward facing dog. Left leg's going to come up and back, and we'll work our core here. As you exhale, that knee is going to crunch in towards the nose, round through the upper back. Inhale back. Now listen, you're going to take the knee and cross it over the body, over towards the right tricep or shoulder. Inhale back. And then you're going to find downward facing dog. We'll inhale into plank pose. You can drop to the knees if you need to. Exhale through chaturanga all the way to the mat. Release the feet, push through the tops of the feet, elbows hug in, low cobra. Exhale back down, tuck the toes, lift through plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful job. We'll take that on the other side. Float the right leg up and back. We'll take that right foot up between the hands. Low lunge. You're going to release the left knee to the mat. Inhaling up for crescent B pose. Finding your balance here, hugging the legs together. Palms to touch. We'll bring the hands down to heart center. We'll interlace. We'll fan the arms out. We'll inhale up, and then we'll twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward now. So really hugging into midline, finding that balance, opening up through the shoulders. We'll take that left elbow on the outside of the right leg. Palms to touch, really push into the palms. Find a nice twist as you gaze to the right to comfort. One more deep full breath as you really find a little more rotation here. Inhaling back up to crescent twist. Inhaling the arms up. And we'll take the hands down for half split. So we'll go ahead and straighten through the right leg for comfort. Bend into the knee. Folding over, finding the stretch into your right hamstring. You can angle the toes towards the right or keep them towards the face. One more full breath. And then we'll go ahead and ground the right foot down, hands towards the top of the mat, tuck the back toes under, low lunge. Preparing for a three-legged dog, right leg will come up and back. And we'll work that core again. So as you exhale, knee in towards the nose, crunch it in. Inhale back. Exhale, cross the body, right knee towards that left tricep or shoulder. Inhale back, and the foot down for downward facing dog. We're going to inhale into plank pose. Exhale through chaturanga. You're welcome to take low cobra or upward facing dog, strong legs. We'll transition through plank if you're in low cobra. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Another full inhale and exhale. Bend into the knees, gaze forward, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift, and exhale, fold. Root to the feet, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice job. We'll add on here. Inhaling the arms up. We're going to go ahead and interlace. Exhale over towards the right, standing half moon. Inhale to center. Exhale over towards left. Inhale to center, coming down through heart center, forward fold. Inhale for the half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. We'll take that right leg back. We're going to come into crescent pose slowly. Lifting the hands off the mat, arms by the ears, and coming all the way up. So again, scissoring the legs together, finding that balance. We'll bring the palms to touch. Draw the hands down through heart center. Interlace the hands. You'll fan them out. Inhale up, and just like we did before, we'll twist to the left. Right arm forward, left arm back. You're welcome to stay here in crescent twist, or we're going to try to take revolved half moon. You have your block, so feel free to use that for this pose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift that back leg up. I'm going to bring that right hand to touch on the mat, left arm to the side, and the aim is to gaze towards the left. So that right leg is super strong. I have a flex into the foot, toes pointing down towards the mat, and the left leg is strong as well. One more full breath wherever you're at. If you're in the revolved half moon, you're going to reach that right foot all the way back to twisted crescent. Nice job. All right, we're going to seal the back foot down, windmill the arms into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Adjusting your stance, gazing over that front middle finger, and just making sure you have a generous bend to that front knee. That knee is tracking over the ankle and the second toe. Settling into Warrior Two. Feel the strength here. Feel the heels energetically scrubbing together using the inner thighs. We're going to flip the front palm, taking a reverse warrior, letting it feel good in that side body, keeping the bend into the front knee. And then inhaling back up, coming into side angle. You can have the arm on the thigh, right arm to the sky, or you can float the hand down towards the mat. Feel free to work into a half wrap, that right arm behind the back, or a full bind. If that's in your practice, the left hand reaches under for that right hand or wrist, and then you open up through the chest and shoulders, yet while keeping that front bent knee. One more full breath wherever you're at. And then we're going to release the half wrap or bind, straightening through the front leg for Trikonasana. The hand at the shin or the floor, the big toe, anywhere that feels good. And then we'll reverse our triangle, strong straight legs, just windmilling the arms back. Get a beautiful stretch in the right side body. And then inhaling back to Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. You're welcome to stay here. We are going to work into half moon pose. So a little bit different than revolved. We're just going to shift and lift, right leg off the mat. Feel free to take the hand to the mat or float it, right arm to the sky, and the challenge is to gaze over towards the right. Wherever you're at, breathe. Lengthen that tailbone towards that right heel. One more full breath. And then with grace and ease, bend into that front knee, returning back to Virabhadrasana 2. Nice job. We're going to cartwheel the hands to the mat. We're going to take that left leg up and back, three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, knee in towards the nose, crunch it in. Inhale back. Crossing the body, that right knee over towards, left knee towards the right tricep or shoulder. Inhale back, and then downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale into plank pose. Drop to the knees if you need to. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra or upward facing dog. Transitioning through plank, downward facing dog. Another full inhale and exhale. Doing that all on the other side. Floating the right leg up and back. We'll take that right foot up between the hands, low lunge. Preparing for crescent pose slowly. Hands a couple inches off the mat. Arms by the ears. And then all the way up. Anjaneyasana. Feel that nice stretch in that left hip flexor. Palms to touch. Draw the hands down through heart center. Interlace. Fan the palms out. Inhale up and twisting to the right this time. So right arm back, left arm forward. Nice job. You're welcome to stay here, or we're going to work into that revolved half moon. So I'm going to shift that left leg up. I'm going to bring left hand to the mat or floor, right arm to the sky. A nice flex into that left foot. And then the gaze towards the right if you can. We have a couple more breaths here, building a lot of strength in that standing leg and working our balance. One more full breath. If you're twisted crescent, hold it steady and strong. And as you're ready, we're going to reach that left foot all the way back. Twisted crescent. And then we'll windmill the arms, seal the back foot down for Warrior 2. Adjusting your stance, feeling strong and steady in Warrior 2. Just imagine, again, those heels scrubbing together, activating the inner thighs and the low belly as you lift up all the way through the torso. We're going to flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Keep the bend into the front knee. Strong, strong thighs and legs. Inhaling back up, finding our side angle pose, Parsvakonasana. You're welcome to try to take the hand down towards the foot or ankle, working towards your half wrap, left arm behind the back. If you want to work towards the full bind, the right hand would reach under, reaching for that left hand or wrist. And then you open up through the collarbones and the shoulder area and keep the bend into the front knee. One more full breath. And then if you have the bind or wrap, you'll unwrap and we'll straighten through the front leg for Trikonasana. Left arm to the sky. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Relax the jaw. And then we'll windmill the arms back, reverse Trikonasana. Feel the nice stretch into the right side body. And then we'll inhale into Warrior Two. We're going to be working towards that half moon shape. You're welcome to stay here. If you want to play, you're going to shift and lift. Left leg will come up. The right hand can come down towards the mat or float. And then the challenge is to take the gaze towards the left. Got a few more breaths here. Play with it. Feel strong. Lengthen that tailbone towards that left heel. One more full breath. With grace and ease, bend into the front knee, returning back to Warrior Two. Nice job. Good work. We'll cartwheel the hands to the mat. That right leg will come back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee in towards the nose, crunch it in. Inhale back, crossing the body, right knee over towards that left tricep or shoulder. Inhale back, and we'll find downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Drop to the knees if you need to. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra, upward facing dog, strong thighs. Transitioning through plank, we'll make our way back in downward facing dog. Beautiful job. We're going to bend into the knees, gaze forward, step or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Root to the feet, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Nice. Utkatasana, here we go. First pose, we're not done yet, but we're doing a nice, beautiful, strong practice in such a condensed amount of time. So good work. Bringing the hands to heart center. We're going to take a twist here to the right. Left elbow is going to hook around the right thigh. You're welcome to stay here. If you want to try to work our balance, you're going to bring more weight into that right foot. You're going to try to lift that left foot off the mat and bring it straight back. Yes, like a modified revolved half moon. Beautiful job. Now, bring that left foot all the way back for twisted low lunge. Nice. All right. From here, we're going to work towards opening our arms if you'd like. So you're going to open up your arms. And there is a bind here. So you can take a half wrap and you would reach the left arm under you, trying to reach for the right hand. Oh, it's challenging. Big twist. If you've got it, really gazing back, strong back leg. One more full breath. Good job. And releasing the hands to the mat. You're in low lunge. So we'll take that right foot back. Option to come to down dog or work through an Ardha Vinyasa. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra. Transitioning through plank if you need to. Downward facing dog. We're going to gaze towards the top of that. Bend the knees. You're going to float to the top. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And coming all the way up. We have one more side and you're almost done. So inhale, Utkatasana, fierce pose. Squatting down, chin shift back in space. Hands down through heart center. We're going to twist to the left this time. So you're taking the right elbow on the outside of the left thigh. All right, so bringing more weight. You're welcome to stay here first of all. Bringing more weight into that left foot. You're going to try to pick up that right foot and bring it straight back. Find a point of focus. Strong leg, strong body. Nice work. Bringing that right foot all the way back. You're in a twisted low lunge. Beautiful. Option to stay here or open up the arms, getting more space into the collarbone area, the chest and shoulders, or working towards that half wrap, full bind. So the arm comes behind the back, right hand threads through, trying to reach for the fingers or the wrist. A lot of this is the length of your arms, so don't get too upset if you can't do this. All right, strong back leg, Opening up through the shoulders. One more full breath. And reaching down towards the mat. You're in low lunge. Left leg will come on back, downward facing dog. Option to stay here or your last flow. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, low cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And guess what? You get a child's pose now. Knees down, child's pose. You deserve it. Good work. Coming on down. Full deep breaths. Feel sensation in the body. Feel your strength. Feel your balance. Feel your goodness and feel all the goodness in your life. I'm supernaturally empowered to do what is right with discernment. I take the right action at the right time. Inviting in your intention. 2 more full breaths. Smooth and steady. We're going to inhale on up and come down onto our backs gently. We're going to be preparing for figure 4 and adding a twist into it, and then Shavasana. So coming on down. All right. We're going to take that left foot, cross it over the right thigh, and you're welcome to stay right here. You can push into the top of that left thigh and find a little more opening for the left hip, or you can thread the arms through the right hamstring. So again, left foot on the right thigh, and we're really feeling the sensation in the left outer hip or thigh. A few more full breaths. And transitioning into our extended exhalation breath. So noticing your natural inhale count and taking double the time to exhale. Very calming for the nervous system. And now from here, if you have the hands behind the hamstring, you're going to release. And you're just going to bring the arms out to the side in a T. And you're going to just come over to the right. So that foot's going to ground down. You have the left knee to the sky. So just like a figure 4 twist. So it's a little bit different. You feel it more into the outer left thigh than you do in the spine, but you should feel a little bit into that lower back region. Softening in a couple breaths. One more deep inhale, super long exhale. And then we'll go ahead and come back to center and we'll switch sides. So this time, the right foot and ankle will come over the left thigh. You can press the right hand into the top of the right thigh to get more of an opening, or you can thread the arms through the left hamstring. Nice flex into the feet will help you stay engaged. 5 full breaths here. Soften the body, settle into your breath. Maybe you close the eyes. And just invite a little more goodness into your life. A life full of virtue is one of wisdom and discernment, of how to act and when, and just seeking that for yourself now. And then we're going to go ahead and release the hands. If you have them behind the hamstring, we'll just go ahead and take that twist to the left. Arms come out into a T. Feel it in the outer right thigh, maybe into the lower back, the glutes. 2 more full rounds of deep, full breath. And we'll go ahead and inhale back to center. Hug the knees into the chest. Maybe take a happy baby, reaching for the outside edges of the feet, drawing the knees in towards the ribs or armpits. And then when you feel complete, we're going to extend the legs out long for Shavasana. Letting the legs be floppy, arms relax, Shoulders draw away from the ears. Move the mouth around or take a yawn or a swallow. Release the jaw and then just let your body be heavy. Let the mind relax. Let the spiritual and energetic body take over. Shavasana. I encourage you to stay here as long as you'd like. It's always an honor and a pleasure to guide your practice. Thank you for showing up and sharing your beautiful presence and strength with me. From the light within me, I honor and respect the light within you. Walk in grace and peace and shine bright, my friend. Much love and namaste. You can stay connected with me on my website, loveserveinspire.com.